welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're tackling something a little different.
Yeah, not the usual stack of articles this time around.
Exactly. We're zeroing in on just one single web page, a bustling online shop.
Right. And the source page itself is called Shop Like a Pro.
Yes. And our mission really is to cut through all the product gloss and try to understand what this site really reveals about how online retail, operates.
And maybe more importantly.
Yeah, how you, the learner, can navigate it effectively, like a seasoned pro.
Okay, so it's kind of a forensic analysis for the digital marketplace then. This page has quite a mix: fashion, beauty, personal care.
Even a few surprises tucked in there.
Right, and customer reviews, company info.
Yeah.
It gives us a pretty detailed snapshot.
Definitely. So for you, the learner, this isn't just scrolling through a shop. We're aiming to pull out actual insights.
Like spotting trends, figuring out what customer feedback really means.
And recognizing the promises, but also, the potential pitfalls of shopping online.
Okay, let's unpack this digital storefront. Where do we start?
How about right at the entrance, the product variety? What jumps out first?
Well, it's the sheer breadth, isn't it?
Totally. They're covering a lot of ground. We've got women's clothing, men's clothing.
From elegant prom dresses to casual jackets, yeah.
And then a whole section for beauty and makeup, shoes, bags, wallets, jewelry, and, well, a bit unexpectedly, adult toys.
That certainly broadens the target market, doesn't it? Plus fragrances, wigs, hair extensions.
And even hair removal and styling tools. It
Yeah.
really feels like they're trying to appeal to, well, almost everyone.
Is that a common strategy, do you think, for online shops starting out?
It can be, yeah. A broad initial offering lets them cast a wide net, see what sticks.
Okay, so what about the specific items they're featuring?
Right. The highlighted ones like the V-neck prom dress, a casual men jacket, those sport platform heightening shoes,
Yeah, those definitely catch the eye.
and a vintage stand-up collar short jacket. It gives you a kind of snapshot, doesn't it? Current fashion interests, maybe.
A blend of styles, definitely. Formal, casual, maybe a bit of retro.
Exactly. These featured items probably reflect what the seller thinks is hot right now or what they want to push.
But if we want to really get a sense of emerging trends, maybe the new arrivals section is more telling.
Oh, absolutely. That section seems heavily weighted towards fragrance and hair products.
Interesting. What specifically?
We're seeing things like long-lasting fragrance with rose, an eel hoey, pheromone perfume,
Pheromone perfume, okay. That says something about the target market, perhaps.
isn't it? And a South Moon hair nourishing spray. Then on the hair front, a whole range of wigs.
Like what kind?
Well, lace front wigs, which are known for looking more natural, shorter pixie cut styles, and also clip-in extensions.
So quite a focus there. Does that suggest these are areas where they expect growth, high demand?
It could signal that, or maybe it reflects broader market trends, more interest in self-care, personalized beauty.
And the seller is trying to jump on that? Makes sense.
Okay, so moving on from the products themselves, let's talk customer reviews. Vital for any shopper.
Absolutely crucial. And this page gives us a small but pretty diverse collection. First impressions.
Well, the first thing that hits you is the language variety. Italian, Spanish, English, Hebrew.
Right, which immediately tells you they're aiming for a global audience.
Which brings its own challenges, right? Like, are the product descriptions accurately translated? Is customer support multilingual?
Key questions. And if we actually dig into the comments, we can get some specific product insights, like for the women's elegant solid chiffon blouse.
Yeah, that one had mixed feedback. An Italian review, molto bello visto il prezzo. Very nice for the price.
Okay, I had positive start.
But then it mentions the material is synthetic, and crucially, that it runs small. La el veste con una M. A large fits like a medium.
Vital info. So even a positive review contains a warning?
Exactly. Then someone else in Spanish says it parece muy cómodo y bonita. Looks comfy and pretty. And an English one just says, so nice, love it.
Okay. Any others on the blouse?
Another Spanish one mentions the size corresponds to the charts, which is good, but notes the thin fabric, though they praise the vibrant color and good finish.
So it's like piecing together a puzzle, isn't it? You need multiple viewpoints.
Definitely. And it's similar for other items. The men casual shoes, leather loafers.
What did people say about those?
Feedback was briefer. Sizing was good. La talla corresponde según las tablas. And quality seemed okay. Product top is very, very good.
So generally positive there. What about the prom dress?
The V-neck prom dress. That had a real mix. A Hebrew review warns the size is large, tells people not to order a size up for Israeli sizing.
Another sizing issue, but in the opposite direction.
Right, but then you have really enthusiastic Spanish reviews. Hermoso vestido y la calidad de las telas. Muy recomendable. Beautiful dress, quality fabrics, highly recommended.
Okay.
And another one. Es hermoso el vestido. Tal como la descripción, muy conforme, envío rápido. Beautiful dress, like the description, very satisfied, fast shipping.
Wow. So experiences really vary, even with the same product. Makes you wonder about consistency, maybe in manufacturing or sourcing.
Could be. And it just hammers home why reading multiple reviews is so important.
Exactly. You're looking for those patterns, good or bad. If 5 people say it runs small, that's a stronger signal than one person saying it's perfect.
It gives you a much more realistic picture than just the seller's description, which is often, idealized.
For sure. Okay, so we've looked at products, we've looked at what customers think. What about what the seller says about themselves, that the story of us section?
Right. This is where they lay out their promises.
Oh.
7 key claims here. Let's break them down.
Okay, claim number 1. We can arrange dispatch in less than 2 days, saving your costs as well as time.
Sounds good, right? Fast dispatch. But arranged dispatch isn't the same as delivery time, is it?
Not at all. It just means it leaves their warehouse quickly. Getting to you could still take a while.
And the saving your costs part? Oh, it's a bit vague. Maybe efficient logistics reduce their costs, but does that pass to me? Unclear.
Exactly. It raises more questions. Claim 2 is simple. We offer high-quality products.
Well, yeah. Who doesn't say that? High quality is so subjective. What does it mean? Any details? Specific materials? Certifications?
Nope, none mentioned here. So it's just a claim. Almost background noise in online retail.
Pretty much. Okay, points 3 and 4 are related. They both stress no minimum order quantity, MOQ.
Meaning you can just buy one thing if you want.
Yeah, and they also mention daily updates of new trending products.
The no MOQ is definitely good for individual shoppers maybe trying something out.
For sure. And the daily trending products idea links back to that huge variety we saw. Suggests they're trying to stay current.
Right. Speaks to maybe being agile, responding to trends, though trending itself is worth noting. Trends fade fast.
True. Okay, claim 5. Customer service managers wait on you 724 hours.
247 support. Sounds great on paper. Suggests they're there if you have problems.
Yeah, reassuring. But the real test is, are they actually responsive?
Yeah.
And helpful. You only find out when you meet them.
Exactly. Claim 6 is about fast delivery worldwide.
Again, with the fast. Fast compared to what? Did they give estimated times for different regions?
Not in this section, no. Another promise that lacks specifics.
Okay, and the last one, number 7. We boast a world-renowned reputation with our website, receiving unequivocal compliments from customers.
World-renowned? That's bold.
Very bold. Where's the proof? Independent reviews, third-party sites.
And unequivocal compliments. Based on the reviews on this page, that seems like a stretch. We saw positive comments, sure, but also clear issues raised, like sizing.
Definitely not unequivocal. So yeah, savvy shoppers should look for external validation for claims like world-renowned.
Absolutely. This whole story of us section tells us how they want to be seen. Fast, reliable, high-quality, trendy, great support.
But as consumers, we need to look past the marketing speak and find actual evidence.
Crucial. Which brings us nicely to those links at the bottom of the page. There's quite a list there.
Yeah, the fine print section, basically.
Yeah.
Things like our service, transaction protection, reliable after-sales services.
Smart shipping. Again, echoing the claim. Then contact us, customer support.
And the really important legal stuff. Privacy policy, return policy, shipping policy, terms and conditions, payment methods, plus copyright info.
These links are like the hidden manual for shopping on their site, aren't they?
Totally. It might seem boring to click through, but this is where the vital details are.
Oh.
Stuff you need to check before buying.
Exactly. The return policy, what happens if you don't like it, or if that sizing issue hits you?
Right, the shipping policy, that's where you might find actual details on delivery times and costs.
The terms and conditions, the legal agreement you're making. Payment methods, are they secure options you trust?
And privacy policy, super important. How are they using your data?
These aren't just filler text. They're essential for informed decisions, for protecting yourself online.
So bringing this all together, this one Shop Like a Pro page, It really does give us a kind of microcosm of the whole online shopping experience.
It really does. If you look closely at the product range, the customer reviews the good and the bad, and you critically assess the seller's own claims.
You get a much sharper, more informed view of online retail.
It's a great reminder to look beyond the slick photos and marketing copy and really dig into the details.
So for you, the learner, remember to analyze what those reviews are really saying, check the guarantees the seller is making, and understand your rights by checking those crucial policy links.
Definitely. And maybe a final thought to leave you with. Think about your own online shopping. How do these different elements, product presentation, reviews, company promises, actually influence your buying decisions?
Yeah, what makes you trust one site over another? What specific things on a page give you confidence?
Reflecting on that, on your own online shopping psychology. That's a really powerful step towards becoming a truly savvy digital consumer.